Mongolia has set up an official group for landlocked developing nations at the United Nations, thanks to touching upon the issues of these countries at the United Nations podium from the middle of 1990s. Mongolia made an idea of having a think tank for landlocked countries when the president of Mongolia addressed a meeting of the heads of state or government of landlocked developing countries held in Havana, Cuba in 2006. Afterwards, in July of 2009, a foundation stone for the International Research Center for Landlocked Developing Countries was laid by Mr. Ban Ki-moon, the UN Secretary General, during a visit to Mongolia. As a result of all these efforts, a ceremony took place on Wednesday to launch activity of the International Think Tank for Landlocked Developing Countries. The project document was signed in Ulaanbaatar by the Mongolian Minister of Foreign Affairs, Mr. Bolt, and the United Nations Resident Coordinator and UNDP Resident Representative to Mongolia, Mrs. Sizin Sinanoglu. It's the first international intergovernmental institution to set up in Mongolia, and it has a great political importance for landlocked developing nations to receive benefits from talks of international organizations and World Trade Organization, and to reduce poverty rates in the nations. The project's implementation is reflected in the program of the Cabinet for Reforms and in the agreement between Mongolia and UNDP on Program Action Plan for 2012-2016.